The following is a presentation of Radio Plus Video Sports.
Henschel from the Wildcat. Henschel now will get it with a head full of steam. There goes Henschel to the end zone. Touchdown right through the shoot mark.
Radio Plus Sports, a Wisconsin Broadcasters Association first place winner for best digital production in the state.
Delmacher rolling out to the left, flips the hips over the middle. He's got him! Brody Highland to the end zone! His second touchdown of the day!
In-depth interviews with coaches and players, sideline reports, in-depth analysis, and top-notch production.
With 6 seconds left on the clock, Gannon Schwartz, misdirection, goes out to the right. He's got a man in the end zone. Two-point conversion for the Vikings!
Radio Plus Sports, a Wisconsin Broadcasters Association multi-year first-place winner for best play-by-play in the state.
In motion comes Neal. Play fake to Neal.
Got him.
Eli Mikulkevich down the field. Hauled in by the Cardinals!
Thanks to our Radio Plus Video Sports sponsors.
Edward Jones, Integrity Saw and Tool, Bauer Chiropractic, Fondi Family Dental,
Sargento Cheese, Lens Truck Center, Right Way Home Improvement, Taco Bell,
Addison Jones Real Estate, Holiday Automotive, Quest Interiors, Wisconsin Lighting Lab,
BCI Burke, Marion University, Fox Valley Savings Bank, Musa Sheet Metal,
Coal Oil and Propane, Dufresne Moving and Storage, Marco Tax Service, Winnebago Lutheran Academy,
Bob's Pizza, AirTech, Silica for your home, The Wellness Way,
Fond du Lac Credit Union, Roush Insurance, Scotty's Auto Works, St. Mary Springs Academy,
Bristol Morgan Bank, New Medical Center, Verhaeg's Furniture Mart, Hopper's Silk Screen and Embroidery,
Smith Builders, National Exchange Bank and Trust, Brad Tagliapietra, American Family Insurance Agent, Everson Law Office,
Michaels Corporation, Aurora Healthcare, Vogel Family Dentistry, Anders Auto Parts, Schaefer Auto, Keller Buildings,
Sauer Family Dental.
Let's go live to the Radio Plus Sports broadcast booth.
Good Saturday evening to you from Howards Grove High School here just a few miles off of the shores of Lake Michigan over here at Howards Grove. Home of the Tigers, the top-seeded Tigers coming off an 81-47 regional semifinal win against Flyway's St. Mary's Springs yesterday. Last night, Winnebago Lutheran took down Kohler 76-62, and that sets up tonight's 1-4 matchup between the 19-6 Howards Grove Tigers and the 16-9 Winnebago Lutheran Academy Vikings. Hi, everyone. Jordan King with you here on Radio Plus, in the Radio Plus broadcast booth here at Howards Grove. Josh Guy punching the buttons. Kyle and Amos on the cameras here tonight. The stands already pretty full. I mean, we are quite a ways before tip, over 20 minutes till we tip this thing off between the Vikings, 25 minutes before we tip this thing off between the Vikings and the Tigers. And that far sideline, I mean, that stands, you can see it there, that's going to be full by the time we tip this thing off. I expect tonight to be a raucous environment. Down at over at Manitowoc Lutheran High School, the second-seeded Manitowoc Lutheran taking on third-seeded Roncalli tonight, and those two, the 2 and 3 seeds in this regional. There you see the Manitowoc Lutheran logo as they are in the Big East with Howards Grove as well. Looking at how these two teams finished in their respective conferences, Howards Grove finished third in the Big East North Division, 9-3 in conference play, as I mentioned, 19-6 overall. And for the Winnebago Lutheran Academy Vikings, if you tuned in last night, you heard it, they finished third in the Flyway, 9-5 in Flyway play. Elsewhere, in terms of area teams, it's only Lamira in the Flyway that's still around. The Lions play tonight, and they host Marquezan in a 1-4 matchup. And then elsewhere, Central Wisconsin Christian and Oakfield. So another area team going to get knocked out tonight. Either Central Wisconsin Christian with the upset or Oakfield will move on and continue on. The Oaks a 1 seed as well. So that's what's going on around the area. That kind of sets up this pregame show, which is brought to you by Integrity Saw and Tool. and we'll take a timeout, come back with more. Throughout the pregame show, we'll talk with Coach Mason DeNoyer. That's next. Also give you the keys to the game and plenty more here on Radio Plus. Stay with us.
Okay, let's start with some clouds, some mountains over there, and finally a river. Hey, Dad, look.
Looks like the perfect spot.
American Family Insurance is here to protect your family on the road with the Travel Peace of Mind package.
American Family Insurance.
Visit Brad Tagle Petra today in Fond du Lac or Ripon.
Scotty's Auto Works for affordable auto care, from tires and alignments to routine auto maintenance. Trust the guys at Scotty's Auto Works, next to Pump and Pantry, Fond du Lac.
Hi, I'm Aaron Sadoff, blessed to be the president of Marion University right here in Fond du Lac, Wisconsin. If you are beginning your college adventure or looking to transfer, Marion University could be the perfect fit for you. Our beautiful campus, our amazing faculty and staff, our Division III athletics, and our amazing mission are waiting for you. Come visit Marion University. Not only will you get a great education, but we will help you become the best for the world. Good luck and go Sabres.
Today's game is brought to you by Edward Jones and these area Edward Jones financial advisors. Robert Bruce, located at 68 North Main Street. Patrick Ellistad, located at 560 Fond du Lac Avenue. Matt Moses, located at 201 South Mars Street. Jeff Wills, located at 649 Fond du Lac Avenue. And Matt Helmer, located at 649 Fond du Lac Avenue. Good luck to all athletes in today's game. Edward Jones, making sense of investing.
When you hire the attorneys with the Everson Law Office, you're getting more than professional presentation. The attorneys at Everson Law Office are committed to excellence and have been successfully representing their clients since 2005. Practicing business law, estate planning, probate, guardianships, and real estate, they work closely with their clients, providing exceptional legal services that are catered specifically to their needs. Call attorney William Everson at 920-922-7113 or go to everson-law.com.
For nearly 50 years, Pinot Buildings has created the highest quality post-frame buildings. Headquartered in Rosendale, Wisconsin, we proudly serve the Badger State and Illinois. We deliver unparalleled craftsmanship and quality with all the warmth and care you'd expect from a small-town family business. Whether you're planning a large commercial or agricultural project, a barn-dominium, or a smaller personal shop or structure, Pinot Buildings are built for you and designed to last. Connect with us to get started.
It's the dawn of a new day for Dr. Kathy Doyle Kelly and Doyle Kelly Family Dentistry.
I'm Dr. Dylan Fogel, and I'm now the new owner of Doyle Kelly Family Dentistry. I'm truly honored to carry forward the tradition of personalized care you've come to know and trust. You'll still see Dr. Kathy and all the familiar faces who make this office feel like home. At Doyle Kelly Family Dentistry, we promise to do everything we can to keep you smiling before, after, and even during your appointment.
Doyle Kelly Family Dentistry will be changing its name to Fogel Family Dentistry in 2026. Find Dr. Dylan Fogel on Fond du Lac Avenue in Fond du Lac.
What's rewarding to me about my job is being able to see apparel that I've printed out in public. That's what makes me feel proud.
I never really look at everybody as just a customer. They're more of a friend. When they come in, my purpose is to make everybody look good and feel comfortable in what they're wearing. It's important for us to build and just have that relationship. You're not just a number. We want to know you, we want to get to know you, we want to work with you. That's one of our main focuses and goals at Hoppers.
Integrity Saw and Tool pregame show rolls on here with our Fondy Family Dental Coaches Smile interview here with Coach Mason DeNoyer from Winnebago Lutheran, and you guys get that big win last night, Coach. And these back-to-backs in the playoffs are. This first weekend is, it's challenging for a number of reasons, but the back-to-back is maybe one of those where you got to play a really tough team in Kohler on a Friday night, then you got to turn around and play a really good team on the road here in Howards Grove on Saturday. Just how tough. I know you've been a player in this too. I mean, it's tough to get back up for that next game, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, it's a challenge, no doubt. There's a reason why for the regular season why we try to schedule at least a couple back-to-backs. So we've been in this situation before. I know our kids are hungry, but that's a totally different mindset now that we're in the playoffs. It's win or go home, and all these guys are ready for the challenge. So, I mean, they got to rest up a little bit today, but I know there's some bumps and bruises, but that's every team's going through that. So they got to, believe it or not, I think they have to do it too. I think they played last night as well. So,
when you look at this Howard's Grove team, obviously they score the basketball at a pretty good clip and they defend well. I mean, everything that you'd expect out of a 1 seed. I guess on each side of the ball, what have you seen in your preparation for them that makes them the 1 seed that they are?
They got 3 very good scorers and a couple guys who backed them up just very well. So they're athletic. I mean, they're not the tallest team that we've played, but they're probably one of the more athletic teams we've played. They're sound defensively. They don't get too handsy, and they just play good, solid defense. They got a couple guys who play the passing lanes because of their athleticism, but we got our work cut out for us on the defense end because there's a couple mismatches that we're going to have to make sure we get over and rotate accordingly. So we talked about it. I think our kids are ready for the challenge, though.
Yesterday, you guys mixed some things around with speaking of mismatches. You had to start Caleb last night and kind of play the matchups there with the size of Kohler. In terms of getting maybe some more minutes here, you start Hudson tonight. Kind of that standard starting 5 where you get those 3 good guards out there, right?
Yeah, but it actually is a testament for how deep of a team that we have, that we can go with any different kind of starting lineup. I think we've had probably 6 different starting lineups this year, and no matter who starts, everybody knows that, hey, I'm going to have my time to shine at some point, and I got to come in and do my role. Fulfill my role, and each guy's ready to step up when their number's called, and that's what winning teams do. So we do like our 3 guard starting lineup. It's hard to defend us when we have 3 scorers on the floor at all times, but we got to make sure that we can do it on the defense end too. So if we want to score, we also got to defend.
You've been in these situations, whether it be assistant coach or playing, but when you go on the road in the playoffs, it's a different animal, isn't it?
Yeah, that's kind of fun. I actually I was telling their coaches that I in high school we were the 4 seed and we had to go to the 1 seed and we upset them, so it's doable. So but you know what, it's going to be fun tonight. I know that Howard's Grove is going to pack the stands. We got 48 minutes till game time. There's already 20 people here, so it'll be fun.
Yeah, just going in with a chip on your shoulder, knowing that you take care of business in the first round. Now you get to play the villain a little bit here and try to pick some people off that are higher ranked than you. It's got to be fun for the guys to go out there with maybe a little bit of that chip on their shoulder, huh?
Yeah, you know what? I told the guys, no matter what the rankings say, that no team has been challenged like we are this year. I don't think I look across our regional. Nobody played the Beaver Dams, the Port Washingtons, even the Lamiras. So we are battle tested. I wouldn't take any group in our region over ours. But yeah, having that chip on your shoulder, knowing that we think that we might have been slighted in the 4 seed or whatever it may be, just coming that with giving us that extra edge that we need to bring in order to beat a good team like Howard's Grove.
I'll finish with the same question I asked last night. You got to earn practice coming up on Monday. What do you got to do tonight?
Man, we got to, first off and foremost, we got to make sure that we're getting good quality shots and not turning the ball over. I think that's one of the things that hurt us last night is we weren't scoring when we'd have live ball turnovers, and that feeds transition. But we got to make sure that we are helping off the correct guys and making sure we rotate accordingly that we talked about. As long as we execute those minute details, I think we'll be fine.
Thanks, Coach. Good luck. Go get them.
Thank you.
There you go. That's Coach Mason DeNoyer from Winnebago Lutheran. His Vikings getting ready to take on the top-seeded Howard's Grove Tigers here tonight on Radio Plus. That's the Fondy Family Dental Coach's Smile interview. Fondy Family Dental, Dr. Chad and his team will make you smile before, after, and yes, even during your appointment. Our injury report is brought to you by Bauer Chiropractic. Got pain? See Shane. Dr. Shane Bauer and the great folks at Bauer Chiropractic. The Vikings come into this game as healthy as they could be at this point in the season. So good news on that front for WLA. Let's take a time out here in the Integrity Saw and Tool pregame show. As we do, throw it to our friends over at Lens Truck with their Athlete of the Week.
Each week, Radio Plus Video Sports in partnership with Jeff's Live Streams and Lens Truck Center team up to salute a great Student Athlete of the Week. Congratulations to Laconia's Maddie Taplin.
9 points for her and ties the game at 14. The first time it's been tied. 14. The first time it's been tied since nothing. Taplin trying to answer. She does! Maddie Taplin just missed in that same spot a couple of moments ago, but she comes back and answers and lead back to 3. Moves inside the paint, dish outside. Maddie Taplin tries to answer. She does!
It feels like every time that the Kiel Raiders are able to get a huge momentum swing, a three-pointer, there is somebody on the Spartans that are just going to take a quick shot and answer right back.
What was your mindset into taking those shots?
I don't know, just get the ball and shoot. Yeah.
How are you feeling right now moving on to sectionals coming up?
It's going to be a big game. Just got to have lockdown defense. Well, we really just focus on, defense. Offense, like your shots will come, but, defense, you got to get the steals.
She helped guide Laconia to a regional championship win over Kiel this past week. Again, Maddie Taplin is our Student Athlete of the Week this week from Lens Truck Center, Radio Plus Video Sports, in partnership with Jeff's Live Streams.
Got pain? See Shane. Dr. Shane Bauer at Bauer Chiropractic. Dr. Bauer can help relieve pain in arthritic knees, reduce and relieve pain from degenerative and herniated lumbar discs in your back. Dr. Bauer's laser treatment relieves pain and inflammation. Works like cortisone without the side effects. Dr. Bauer also offers custom orthotics for proper back posture. Since 1998, this area has trusted the team at Bauer Chiropractic. So if you've got pain, see Shane at Bauer Chiropractic.
Integrity Saw and Tool is a proud sponsor of Fond du Lac area sports. They wish the best of luck to all local teams this fall and winter. Integrity prides itself on being the fastest producer of high-quality cutting tools and providing the most reliable sharpening service in the industry. If you're looking for a challenging career with excellent benefits and a family atmosphere, contact the team at integritysaw.com. That's integritysaw.com. Marco, the name our area trusts for all things related to your tax return. For over 60 years, our community has trusted the Marco Tax Service at 43 East 3rd Street, Fond du Lac.
Are you ready for some unforgettable family fun? Look no further than the Fond du Lac Dock Spiders. Whether you're a die-hard baseball enthusiast or simply looking for a great time, a Fond du Lac Dock Spiders game is the place to be this season. Don't miss your chance to be part of the action, the excitement, and the memories that will last a lifetime. Get your tickets today and get ready for an unforgettable season of baseball and family-friendly entertainment with the Fond du Lac Dock Spiders.
For over 120 years, Bristol Morgan Bank has served central Wisconsin communities. We're still here, not just as your financial partner, but as a community partner. Communities change over time. They grow, your business grows, your family priorities change. This is why, over the years, we've adapted to the needs of our customers, offering digital tools for convenience, scheduling in-person appointments where and when it works for you, designing products to impact your financial future, because that's what community banks do.
Thank you for your continued support over the past 50 years. At Verhaeg's Furniture, we're honored to be voted by you to be one of the best mattress stores in the Fond du Lac area for 2024.
Our mission is to bring the finest in style, comfort, and quality to the Waupun area.
We've teamed up with amazing brands like Ashley, Lazy Boy, Bestcraft, Marshfield, Best Home Furnishings, Mega Motion to offer you the best selection around.
Free delivery to Waupun and the surrounding area. See store for details.
Make your home a place you truly love with Verhaeg's Furniture Mart.
We're back here at Howards Grove High School. Jordan King with you here, Integrity Saw and Tool pregame show. Appreciate a couple of minutes from Coach Mason Denoyer pregame. Our keys to the game are built by Pino Construction. Turn vision into reality with Pino Construction. And Coach Denoyer talked about it. You know, you'd love to get 30 points from Gannon Schwartz again tonight. That's what he had last night against Kohler. The Vikings also got 16 from Hudson Henry. Look, you'd take that. That would, you chalk up 46 points right now. That would give WLA a pretty good shot going into this one. You can't plan for that, though. So how are you going to get it done on the defensive side of the floor against a team that averages just short of 71 points per game in the Howards Grove Tigers? Now, WLA, a good scoring team as well. They average about 67. And Coach Denoyer talked about what they have seen in terms of opponents this year, they think they're tested and ready to come into a game against a top seed like Howard's Grove. But Coach DeNoyer mentioned not helping off of the wrong people here tonight. Well, the scorers are plentiful for Howard's Grove. Trace Damrow averages just shy of 20 points per game. Keaton Milbrath, 16.5 points per game, 14.5 for Harry Schrader, and 10 for McCoy Milbrath. So almost 4 players that average into double figures. Look at the scoring last night against St. Mary's Springs Academy. Keaton Milbrath had 23, McCoy Milbrath had 16, Trace Damrow had 14, and Schrader had 10. So there you go. The Ledgers do a nice job on leading scorer Trace Damrow, and then Keaton Milbrath goes off for 23. So it's a very tough guard when you look at trying to stop the Howard's Grove Tigers. So I'll be interested to see, and that's the key to the game, brought to you by Pino Construction. Can WLA be effective enough on that defensive side of the floor? Then they got to get some shots to fall, and that's always a key to any contest that you see at this point in the season. They would also take the free throw shooting that they got down the stretch last night. They made some 6-7 free throws in the final couple of minutes against Kohler to salt that game away. Sargento Cheese presents our starting lineup. Sargento is looking for manufacturing superstars for general production, machine operators, ops quality specialists, and maintenance pros. General production starting at $26 an hour, plus shift premiums for second and third shifts. Sargento, your passion, our culture. Let's start with the visiting Winnebago Lutheran Academy Vikings wearing their fierce black uniforms. They kind of remind me of the football uniforms that the Vikings wore when they upset St. Mary's Springs on the football side of things. And, well, now they got them on the basketball floor as well. Pretty sharp out there. Number 2 is 6-foot senior Spencer Lair, averages 3.6 points per game. Number 3 is Isaac Lamont, 5'10 junior guard, averages 15 points per game. Gannon Schwartz wears number 5, 6-foot senior guard, 21 points per game. Number 11 is Hudson Henry, 5'10 sophomore, averages 11.8 points per game. We told you about the 16 points he had, including a couple of big free throws down the stretch for the Vikings last night. And then number 24, 6'3 senior Sam Ferguson, whereas number 24 averages 8.8 points per game. Last night, it was Caleb Wild in the starting lineup. Tonight, it's Hudson Henry. 2 Lair, 3 Lamont, 5 Schwartz, 11 Henry, 24 Ferguson. For the home Howard's Grove Tigers, number 0 is Keaton Milbrath, 23 a night ago against St. Mary's Springs, senior guard, averages 16.5 points per game. Number 2, McCoy Milbrath, a junior forward, averages 9.9 points and 7.6 rebounds. Number 3 is Maxwell Loomis, a senior guard, 4.2 points per game. Number 13, Trace Damrow, a junior guard, 19.9 points and 8 rebounds per night. And then number 30, Harry Schrader, a junior guard, 14.6 points per game. Normally you see 30, you think forward. There's the Steph Curry effect. He's a guard wearing number 30. That's what all the young guards want to do now. They want to be like the pros, and I guess Steph Curry is part of that as well. We're about to have the national anthem and the starters here in the arena. Let's take a timeout. Integrity Saw and Tool pregame show. We'll wrap it up and have the tip right on the other side here on Radio Plus.
Gas prices, home expenses, education. Will those costs always go up? Probably. At Winnebago Lutheran Academy, we can help you with one of them. We are a part of the Wisconsin Parental Choice Program, a program which enables qualifying families to receive a quality Christian education at no cost. That's right, 0 tuition if you qualify. To learn more, visit WLAVikings.org.
Living it for 4 years, loving it forever.
This is Craig Larson, sales manager with locally owned Dufresne Moving and Storage. Moving is very important to me, and I take pride in making sure our clients are happy with their overall experience at a reasonable cost and done in a high quality manner. We have a crew that is dedicated on taking care of your stuff. Call me today for an estimate at 1-800-425-MOVE or visit us at DufresneMoving.com. Dufresne Moving and Storage of Fond du Lac. Making your move and storage of goods simple.
A life in motion is a life well lived. At every age and every stage, we help you do more of the things you love. To keep you moving. To keep you achieving. to keep you striving. At Aurora Healthcare, we make care easier and more accessible than ever.
Welcome back here to Howard's Grove. Jordan King with you here. Integrity Saw and Tool pregame show one last time. Remind you of the starters for both of these teams for Winnebago Lutheran. 2 Spencer Lair, 3 Isaac Lamont, 5 Gannon Schwartz, 11 Hudson Henry, 24 Sam Ferguson, a team that averages 67 points per game, coached by Mason DeNoyer. Howard's Grove starters: number 0, Keaton Milbrath, number 2, McCoy Milbrath, number 3, Maxwell Loomis, number 13, Trace Damrow, and number 30, Harry Schrader, a team that averages 70.7 points per game and is coached by Wade Georgieff. Howard's Grove will be in their home whites with the yellow numbers, which is always terrific. Yellow on white. What could possibly go wrong with player identification there? We'll do our best. We'll get it done. And the blue down the side, WLA in the road blacks. Right Way Home Improvement presents our opening tip-off. From doors and gutters to roofs and siding, Right Way Home Improvement has you covered. Contact Right Way today for your free estimate. Call 920-929-8999. That's 920-929-8999. Or visit rightwaybuilt.com. That's rightwaybuilt.com. Close out the Integrity Saw and Tool pregame show with that. And we're just about ready to play in regional final action here at Howard's Grove. High school sports today on RadioPlusInfo.com is presented by these 5 Fond du Lac area Edward Jones financial advisors: Matt Moses, Matt Helmer, Jeff Wills, Robert Bruce, and Patrick Ellisted. Edward Jones, making sense of investing. Tip it up here, and the Vikings are going to win the tip on the tap from Ferguson, helped out on the way to Schwartz by Spencer Lair. Here is Gannon Schwartz. Had 28 in the first half a night ago. Just 2 in the second half, but a number of assists to keep WLA rolling on the offensive side of the floor. Howard's Grove man-to-man defense. And here goes Schwartz on the dribble drive, hands off to Spencer Lair. Lair to the high post. Hounding defense from the Tigers here early. And there's an early steal. And here goes Harry Schrader to the hoop and the finish. That's what Coach DeNoyer was talking about. They're going to jump passing lanes with their athleticism, and an early 2-0 lead on the Quest Interiors scoreboard for Schrader. Now it almost looks like a matchup zone where they're going to allow WLA to get it into the high post. Now a miscommunication between Schwartz and the sophomore Henry. Turnover for Henry, turnover for Schwartz on the first 2 possessions for Winnebago Lutheran. And here comes the Tigers with their first half-court set. This is McCoy Milbrath, to be exact. This is now Keaton Milbrath on the left wing. Top of the key with McCoy again. Here goes Schrader around a screen, near side with Loomis. Gets it back from Schrader in quick order. Loomis top of the key. Here is Damrow, far side once again with Schrader. Top of the key, Keaton Milbrath. Schrader, shot fake, goes on the left side, right past Henry to the hoop. 4-0. All coming from Harry Schrader here early for the Tigers. First 2 possessions have not looked like the normal WLA offense that the Vikings fans are used to seeing. Here's Lair, underneath, gets it to Sam Ferguson, and the big man finishes, gets WLA on the board with the first points tonight. 4-2 on the Quest Interiors scoreboard. Here is Schrader cutting through Milbrath. Instead, it goes to Keaton Milbrath. Far side with Loomis. Loomis being hounded there by Ike Lamont. Here's Schrader once again, this time going baseline with the right-hand dribble. And good job walling up by Sam Ferguson. Then a foul on the floor. It's going to go on Hudson Henry. It'll be an underneath inbounds here for the Tigers. First team foul for WLA. Ty Ferris to the table. I would guess that's for Henry. And, yeah, there goes Hudson Henry for an early break, picking up his first foul as well. Shot fake here from Damrow. He's going to dribble drive. He's fouled at the hoop. I think they're going to get Gannon Schwartz for reaching in there late. It will be on Schwartz. So first free throw attempts coming here for the night for the Tigers. First free throw for Damrow rattles home. Damrow is a 63% free throw shooter. He is fourth on the team in that category, but he makes the first two here. So 6 points on 3 possessions here for the Tigers. A good start for them offensively. They have no problem scoring the basketball. And they are pretty good on the defensive side as well. Here is Schwartz probing, lobs it underneath. Sam Ferguson catches deep, and he's got 4. So the Vikings, usually the threat is the perimeter, but here, even against a zone, they're getting it inside against Sam Ferguson. Here's Damrow. He wants a 3 straight away and missed it. Rebound skied for by Schwartz, and he takes it in. So the first empty possession for the Tigers comes on their 4th of the night. Here goes Schwartz all the way to the hoop, leaves it short. Offensive rebound. Ferguson can't get it to go. Ferguson should have had his 5th and 6th points of the night. Instead, it remains a Howards Grove lead. Here's Milbrath, far side Damrow. Keaton's going to reset it here. Milbrath, far side Schrader, trying to get the ball into Damrow, who is working against Ferguson. Nice entry pass in the finish. What a beautiful feed from McCoy Milbrath, number 2, underneath to Damrow. And Damrow re-extends the lead out to 4 for Howards Grove. Just so patient offensively. You can see the length, not only the athleticism, but how about the length? Here's Ferguson again. He's fouled by McCoy Milbrath. They don't have the heights listed in the program for Howards Grove, but McCoy Milbrath giving up quite a bit of size underneath to Sam Ferguson, had to foul him. First free throw for Ferguson. He was 7 for 8 last night, misses his first attempt tonight. And that's a place where WLA, after shooting extremely well from the line last night, got to feel like they can't give any back at the line tonight. And it's 0 for 2 for Ferguson. 3.5 minutes gone, and Howards Grove has an early 4-point lead over the Vikings. Back into Damrow, easy on the pass. That time Ferguson walled up and did a nice job defensively. Here goes Gannon Schwartz. Schwartz all the way to the hoop. This time the floater off the side of the backboard. Ferguson gets the offensive rebound. Snaps a pass out to Ty Ferris. Ferris, mid-range jumper. He's got it. Ty Ferris, fearless off the bench. The junior, first points of the night for him. And it's 6-8 on the Quest Interiors scoreboard. Damrow once again catches top of the key. Here is Keaton Milbrath. A lot of contact underneath as they bang back and forth. And Coach DeNoyer just wondering how you got to be able to defend underneath there, as they just kind of bounced back and forth off of each other, but the foul goes on Spencer Lair. Here's Schrader, kicks it over to Loomis, down to the corner with Damrow, and a holding foul on Sam Ferguson. So a couple of quick fouls here on the Vikings in short order. That's the 4th team foul on the Vikings. Here's a pass out to McCoy Milbrath, who hands off to Harry Schrader. Schrader working on Ty Ferris. And the Vikings, going to get a similar dose of what they got last night, which is the aggressive dribble drive and the pounding underneath. And so far, the whistles have been a little tighter than they were last night against Kohler, that's for sure. Here goes Schrader to the hoop. Got it. Harry Schrader, dynamic off the dribble, and the lead back out to 4 for the Tigers. So Schwartz walks it into the front court for the Vikings. Ike Lamont has barely gotten a sniff of it offensively. Now he backdoor cuts, missed by Lair. Lair's caught in the paint. Got to kick it over to Schwartz. That was tipped and comes up short. I think Keaton Milbrath got his hand on the basketball and affected that from Gannon Schwartz, who hit 4 threes a night ago. So a 4-point lead for the Tigers, and here comes Schrader again. Man, he is First step is so quick. Speaking of a first step, there goes Damrow. That's deflected, though, on the pass, and a steal there from Ty Ferris. Oh, travel there from Ferguson, and the Vikings got away with it. No whistle at the hoop. Should have been a foul there, but, man, it should have been a travel out at half court. And so not much complaining going on from the WLA side of things. Here's a shot fake from Damrow. Looks far side to Schrader. Top of the key, Loomis. Here's Damrow working on Ferguson again. Ferguson's already picked up one foul all the way to the hoop. Trace Damrow has 6 early ones. 6 for Damrow, 6 for Schrader. And that makes up the dozen scored by Howard's Grove, doubling up WLA early. Here goes Gannon Schwartz, middle of the paint. That floater comes up short. And the rebound here with Schrader. He wants to push pace. Stopped there by Ferris on the right wing. Dribble drive between the circle. Comes back to Loomis. Top of the key, Damrow wide open for 3. That one rattles around and out. Oh, man, halfway down for Damrow. Lamont, Lair. Lair goes past Damrow on the right side, all the way to the hoop. Up and under move. They thought there was a travel, but Lair going to go to the charity stripe. And we'll see who the foul is on. It's on number 2, McCoy Milbrath. That's number 2 on him. Both team fouls on the Tigers going on McCoy Milbrath here early. First free throw, no good. So the Vikings have started 0 for 3 from the line. A place that was a real asset, particularly in the final couple of minutes last night. Well, I mean, they had to start shooting free throws pretty early against Kohler, and they are 0 for 4 already tonight. Not a good start there. Reed Vandusky off the bench. He's number 4. He's actually the 5th leading scorer for Howard's Grove coming off the bench. And that should be on the floor. It is for Trace Damrow. Foul there going on Caleb Wild, who is in for his first action. He replaced Sam Ferguson at the last stoppage. Here's Damrow. Schrader. Top of the key, Vandusky. Going to run Keaton Milbrath through a couple of screens. Vikings did a nice job to sniff that one out. Here is Schrader. Oh, that's a tough shot. Oh, and he makes it. What a move. Harry Schrader, goodness me. He has been excellent to start here tonight. Got to the mid-post, fade away on the spin. Oh, pretty move, pretty shot. Here's Isaac Lamont. 3-ball on the way, comes up short. A lot of shots coming up short. Here is a jump ball. It'll go back to the Tigers. You just wonder, now we're going to get a timeout. So we're going to take the timeout. We'll finish that. Oh, what a sweet move by Harry Schrader. He's got 8 as we go to commercial. Back in 30 on Radio Plus.
Bob's Pizza now has its very own dine-in restaurant. Enjoy a family-friendly atmosphere with a cozy dining room, large game room, beautiful full bar, and even coffee next door from Just Love Coffee. With our expanded menu, your party will have no trouble satisfying the whole family. Delicious, legendary pizza for a legendary city. Bob's Pizza on the Avenue.
Back out of that 30-second timeout. I was just going to say, both teams got to play back-to-backs. One of these teams had to play pretty much a full 36 minutes last night against a good Kohler team. Here is Schrader into the front court. Howard's Grove with a much more sound win. Here's Schrader at the rim trying to continue his terrific first half. Can't get it to go. Probably his first miss of the night. Don't quote me on that, but he has been excellent. 8 early ones. But Howard's Grove, in control most of the night against St. Mary's Springs, and just a little bit different when you're in a hotly contested ball game. And a lot of this coming up short for the Vikings, including all 4 of their free throws so far tonight have come up short as well. So we'll see if Gannon Schwartz can right the ship there. But you just wonder, are the legs there for the Vikings after a tough 4-5 contest last night? Schwartz trying to break the streak for the Vikings. He will not. Well, if the Vikings made all their free throws, they'd be tied up at 14. Problem for WLA is they've missed, 7. We'll see if they miss the 8th here. Here is Gannon Schwartz. So he makes the first. out of 8 tries for WLA. But 6 tries for WLA. A couple of circles that I missed from before. Here's a 3-ball. Corner 3 for Keaton Milbrath. No good. Offensive rebound. Schrader traveled. Said he shuffled the feet. And Coach George F. didn't like the call. He was off balance when he pulled down the rebound. There was some contact underneath. And instead they went with the travel. 14-7 on the Quest Interior scoreboard. Near side Ty Ferris. Ferris back to the corner with Schwartz. Gannon Schwartz, 3-ball on the way. Short. You're seeing a theme here. That's tapped out of bounds by Damrow. It stays with the Vikings, but, oh, man, have we seen a shot go long for WLA tonight? Leg's just not there. And we're still in the first half of this thing. This portion of the broadcast, by the way, brought to you by our friends at Wisconsin Lighting Lab. There goes Schwartz again to the hoop, and a foul called there on Maxwell Loomis. So WLA is having no problem getting to the free throw line. The problem comes at the free throw line, where they're 1 for 6. First free throw for Schwartz, no good. That one was long, at least. That foul, by the way, went on Loomis, his first. Second free throw for Schwartz, good. So he's 2 for 4 from the line to start tonight. Here comes Damrow between the legs, dribbles, showing off the handles. Here's Loomis, speaking of the handles, behind the back dribble, and he gets fouled on the drive. See who that goes on. I think it was on Caleb Wild, but they might tab. Now they are going to get Caleb Wild, so that's number 2 on Wild. I wasn't sure if they were going to whistle that on Hudson Henry on the primary defense, but it did look like Wild scraped down on the arm on the help. So the first free throw up for Loomis, no good. Damrow's 2 for 2 from the line. Everyone else look away. Oh, man. Tough start from this charity stripe. Not too charitable. Second free throw coming here for Maxwell Loomis. He missed it again. So 0 for 2 for Loomis. And these two teams have started very shaky from the free throw line. Another one for Schwartz at the rim, missed. Here is Keaton Milbrath. Shovels it over to the near side with Vandusky. Back to Milbrath. 3 on the way. Splash for Keaton Milbrath. The first 3 of the night goes to the Howards Grove Tigers, and they have a 9-point lead here in half number 1. There's a bad pass on the miscommunication between Lair and Schwartz. Here goes Isaac Lamont, caught in the middle of the paint, trying to find Schwartz. Stolen away. Nice hands by Loomis. And here comes Schrader into the front court. Harry Schrader crosses over, working on Lamont. Spins, gets to that high post again. Jumpers, good. Just so smooth. Oh, goodness me, Harry Schrader. 10 points in the first 9.5 minutes of this game. Yeah, Vikings don't know what hit them. They're down 11. Schwartz refuses the screen, goes the other way, gets it to go. First floater good for Schwartz. He's 1 for 4 on those floaters that he was so good in the last night's game on. Here is Vandusky. Nice pass underneath. Oh, what a look to Keaton Milbrath. Milbrath was on the move, and Reed Vandusky has done well off the bench in the stead of McCoy Milbrath, who's out with a couple of fouls here early. And it's back out to an 11-point lead. 21-10 on the Quest Interior scoreboard. Shovel pass underneath to Ferguson from Spencer Lair. And it's 6 points for Sam Ferguson early. Here is Damrow, kicks it to the corner. Schrader wants his first 3 of the night. Splash down, Harry Schrader. Oh, 13 points for Harry Schrader. Averages 14.6. He's already got 13 of them. He's missed 1 shot, and it was on a putback attempt. My goodness, what a start. Now a steal from Damrow. It's all Tigers early. Here goes Damrow, behind the back dribble, all the way to the hoop. Through the contact, nearly finished. He's going back to the charity stripe where he's 2 for 2. We saw 54 free throws last night. And we are, well, we're we're well on our way, perhaps, to a repeat of that tonight. Here's the first free throw for Damro, his first miss of the night. We haven't seen many makes, I'll say that. Just 4 makes here early stages tonight. Vikings are 2 for 8. Right now, Howard's Grove 2 for 5 from the stripe. Make it 3 for 5. Trace Damro is up to 7 points. Seen a lot of free throws in all the games I've covered. Maybe it's me. That Valder's Springs game had nearly 63 free throws as well. Here goes Hudson Henry. Kicks out to Isaac Lamont. Vikings got to get some momentum here near the end of this first half. Ike Lamont with the floater, got it. Strong take by Isaac Lamont. His first 2 points, and it's a 25-14 lead for Howard's Grove on the Quest Interior scoreboard. Keaton Milbrath, far side Loomis. Top of the key, Damro. Doing just a terrific job tonight, letting the game come to him. And why not? Here is Harry Schrader. He's on fire. Keep him going if you're the Tigers. Damro, pass wild, down to the corner. Keaton Milbrath, 3 ball on the way. Got another one. Keaton Milbrath's got 8 points. Third 3 in as many tries for the Tigers, and they've opened up a 14-point lead. Here's Gannon Schwartz. Has to deal with Schrader. Lobbing underneath to Caleb Wild. Catches it there. Knocked away by Damro. There's the steal by Loomis. Far side Schrader. Gets to the paint. Right side. Blocked by Caleb Wild. It's a big-time block by Wild. But the Vikings deer in the headlights right now. It's a good stop for WLA, but they haven't gotten many of those here in this first half. Here's Van Dusky. Poked away by Hudson Henry, but straight to Damro, who's going to hand off to Schrader and reset things between the circles. He's going to hand off to Van Dusky. Gives it to Loomis on the right wing. Down to the corner, and Vikings go underneath the screen. Damro leaves it short. Here comes Isaac Lamont. Quickly back the other way. Behind the back dribble. Dribbled it off the back of his foot. And here come the Tigers. Van Dusky. Loomis has it go through his hands. Back to Van Dusky. Over to Schrader. At the rim. Harry Schrader. 15-point first half for the junior. And he ain't done yet. The Vikings got 28 from Schwartz last night. Schrader looks well on his way to matching that for the Tigers here tonight. Here is Gannon Schwartz. That rattles around no good. He can't buy one tonight. Schrader back the other way. He is on a heater tonight. Has missed just 1 shot. Here's Keaton Milbrath. Spins past Ferris all the way to the rack. Keaton Milbrath into double figures. Full timeout, Vikings. As we go to the timeout, let's see our Lenz Truck Center play of the week.
Each and every week, Lenz Truck Center and Radio Plus Video Sports salute a great play of the game. Congratulations to the Ledgers of St. Mary Springs Academy. They went on a huge run in Campbellsport to solidify our play of the game.
Here's Rodriguez. Top of the key with Will Yan. Near side, Ben Baker. Here's Kuhn. Comes 3 on the far side. Kuhn, jump stop, up and under move. Beautiful. Joey Kuhn's got 7.
Again, Play of the Game is sponsored each and every week by Lenz Truck Center and Radio Plus Video Sports.
We're back here on Radio Plus. Coach DeNoyer just looking for something to steady his team. It has not been good here early. Thanks to Serauer Family Dental for being part of our high school sports coverage this season. Dr. Todd Serauer is proud to announce the addition of his son, Dr. Brady Serauer, to their new office on South Main Street. Come visit them and see how the Serauer family is making you smile generation after generation. Visit SerauerDental.com today. 32-14 on the Quest Interior scoreboard. I'll tell you what. I have 15 points for Harry Schrader. I think I have a more accurate score than the scoreboard does. They only have him for 13. I think they shortchanged Harry Schrader here in this first half. He has been so good. Here's Gannon Schwartz. Catches over near the Howard's Grove bench. Schwartz all the way to the hoop. Again, lays it up, and it just will not go for Gannon Schwartz here in the first half. Keaton Milbrath back the other way. Hesitation dribble. And Damro's got it now. Oh, nice footwork by Damro. Kicks it to the corner. 3 ball there. Miss. Tipped out. straight to Keaton Milbrath. The Vikings can't clear on the miss. So they get a stop out of the timeout, but don't clear the possession. And on the dribble drive, I think this is going to be number 3, it might be number 3 already on Caleb Wild. Let's check. Yeah, number 3 on Wild. He's going to have to sit for the rest of the half. And it's a 1-and-1 bonus here for Trace Damrow. And Coach Denoyer is going to leave Caleb Wild out there for now. And Wild's got to survive. We'll see if Coach Denoyer ends up throwing a substitution out there. Yeah, Evan Gensler's going to come in for the Vikings. So the Vikings lose some size, but Gensler's a good rebounder as well. So second free throw for Damrow, good. So he steadies himself after the brief hiccup at the free throw line. He's 5 for 6. And the lead for the Tigers is 20 here in the first half. My goodness. Here's a pass looking for Spencer Lair. He catches out near the half-court logo. Lair going to try the dribble drive on Damrow. Gets down to the block. Caught there, nearly a 5 count. He's blocked by Damrow, gets his own rebound. That'll reset the 5 count. And now Gensler in the corner. Goes baseline on Schrader. Leaves his feet out of bounds. Last touch by the Tigers. 3:40 to go in this first half. And WLA just looking for some semblance of some momentum before the break. Here's Schwartz in the corner. Dribble drive to the right side. Scoops it up. No good. Foul this time I think is going to go on Schrader. We'll get confirmation of that right now. No, they're going to get Damrow. I wasn't sure if Schrader had the arm on him trailing. I think that was what I saw, but they're going to get the Trace Damrow at the point of attack. So Schwartz to the line where he's 2 for 4, misses another one. Just to give you an idea, Schwartz is an 81.5% free throw shooter. And he is shooting 40% right now. Chance to get it back up to 50, but this is a collector's item of a performance. I mean, you just don't see this from Gannon Schwartz from the free throw line, and that one misses as well. Rebound cleared by Howard's Grove with a chance to build on a 20-point lead. Schrader crosses, gives the ball to Milbrath. Far side shot fake there by Van Dusky. Near side Schrader, thought about the 3. Now gives to the corner to Loomis. Loomis dribble drive. Good ball movement yet again. Ends up with another 3-ball. Counted and the foul! Keaton Milbrath drains the 3 from the left wing and then got clattered into by Spencer Lair. Oh, my. Great shot by the replay crew. Oh, man. Milbrath, just like that, he's got 13. That I do agree with. I do agree with Milbrath having 13. Free throw up, no good. Here comes Isaac Lamont into the front court. Lamont crosses once, crosses twice. Backdoor cut by Hudson Henry. Henry surveys the floor, gives it to Lair. Lair in the middle of the paint. He's trying to find Hudson Henry. Henry down the paint, up with the right hand. Got it. Good take by Hudson Henry. 37-16 on the Quest Interior scoreboard. Here's Keaton Milbrath. Near side with Schrader. Schrader tied up. Oh, a foul called on Hudson Henry. And Schrader will go to the free throw line. So, looked like Henry stripped the pocket of Schrader, but Schrader finds himself at the stripe. Good on the first. This portion of the broadcast brought to you by Michaels Corporation. Appreciate their sponsorship of local high school sports. Gannon Schwartz getting a rare first half break. Second free throw good for Schrader. I got him for 17 in the first half. Hudson Henry Shovels it to Lamont, who gives it to Gensler. Gensler through some contact, and he's going to finish at the rim. And one opportunity coming here for the Vikings. You know, Gannon Schwartz does not get many minutes on the bench at all throughout the season. Free throw for Gensler, good. And you just wonder, all the minutes, I didn't have him out at all last night in the Kohler game. I think he played all 36 minutes by my count. And does that wear on a guy after a whole season of averaging 21 points? And I don't know if WLA tracks their minutes, but I got to imagine he's averaging about 34 minutes a game. And he did have that middle of the season spurt where he was not playing due to injury, but even still. Here's Vandusky. Hands off to Schrader. Schrader top of the key. Now dribbles on the right side, and he's fouled there by Hudson Henry. Henry picks up number 3 by my count. Yeah, 3 on Henry now. So 3 on Henry, 3 on Caleb Wild in the first half, and now Schrader goes back to the charity stripe. First free throw by Schrader, good. He is 3 for 3 from the line to start tonight, nearing the 20-point mark. Second free throw coming here for Schrader. Up, rattles around, no good. That's about the first roll that hasn't gone Harry Schrader's way here in this first half. 18-point first half, and he has been so good. Here goes Spencer Lair. Offensive foul on Spencer Lair. Taken underneath the hoop. And that one's right on the edge. That would have been outside the restricted circle. And if you've listened to any Radio Plus broadcasts, you know my passion point about high school sports is the restricted circle. And that would have been a charge even with it. Far enough out underneath from underneath the hoop. Buck 44 to play, and Ferguson has it go off, and then he kicked it. Ferguson got into a passing lane, goes off the referee, and then Ferguson kicked it. Good agility by that referee, by the way. That lateral agility, first step, you know. Something that the Vikings haven't been able to adjust to from Howard's Grove. The dribble drive, the kicks, getting to the hoop, everything has been easy for Howard's Grove here in this first half. Here's Keaton Milbrath, way out near half court. Gets the ball to Vandusky. Vandusky dribble drive to Loomis. Loomis hands back off to Vandusky, and he dribble drives in. Here's Milbrath. He's fouled by Isaac Lamont, and he'll go to the free throw line. The Vikings have been whistled for 12 first half fouls, 6 on Howard's Grove. And the Vikings have not been able to adjust to the difference in the whistle from last night to tonight. That guarding position from Lamont last night would not have been a foul, but the Vikings, look, they keep kind of looking and throwing their hands up, but they just haven't made the adjustment tonight. So Milbrath at the line goes 0 for 2. He's 0 for 3 from the line tonight. That's been his only sore spot. He's got 13 first half points. Here's Schwartz on the floor. And the Vikings, have they reached the bonus? They sure have. That's foul number 7 on the Tigers. There's Coach DeNoyer and Gannon Schwartz's father, assistant coach Craig Schwartz. Gannon Schwartz is good on the first. He's now 3 for 7 from the line. But you saw the brain trust there for the Vikings trying to figure out what in the world they're going to do at halftime. They've found a way to keep it right around this 20-point mark, but that's a lot of work to do in a second half. Here is Schrader in the backcourt. The Vikings going to apply some pressure now. Vandusky gets it back to Schrader, who's into the front court. Vandusky to the corner. Keaton Milbrath wide open for 3. Buried it. 4th triple for Keaton Milbrath. He's got 16 first half points. 16 for him, 18 for Schrader. Here's Ike Lamont. Free throw line jumper, no good. Rebound down there with number 20, Connor Yancey, into the game for the first time. He's a freshman out there. Harry Schrader, far side, hands off to Van Dusky. Van Dusky holding for the last shot. 12 seconds and counting here on the Quest Interior scoreboard. Nice drive. Van Dusky swatted away by Sam Ferguson. Good play by Ferguson. High School Sports Today on RadioPlusInfo.com is presented by these 5 Fond du Lac area Edward Jones financial advisors: Matt Moses, Jeff Wills, Robert Bruce, Matt Helmer, and Patrick Ellisted. Edward Jones, making sense of investing. A strip away from the Vikings right at the end of the half, but Lamont won't be able to hit it at the horn. Halftime here in Howards Grove, 43-21. It is all Tigers headed to the intermission. Let's take a timeout, come back with our Holiday Automotive Halftime Show on Radio Plus.
People have a reluctance to go see the dentist. It's an easy thing to put off or avoid altogether. But one visit to the caring professionals at Fondy Family Dental will change the way you think about the dentist. They provide quality family dental services to all ages in a happy, honest, and efficient manner that teaches and involves you on your custom plan. If you don't have insurance, ask about their new membership plan that can save you money. Call or schedule online today at fondyfamilydental.com.
Walk right in. That's the laid-back feeling you have when you work with the Roush Insurance Agency in Fond du Lac. Their agents are dedicated to putting your mind at ease when you make your insurance decisions. They live, work, and play here, and will make sure that they are there at the time of need for their clients and families. Visit RoushINS.com for more information or walk right in. 770 South Main Street in Fond du Lac. The Roush Insurance Agency, your hometown insurance team for over 30 years.
Just like a great team, National Exchange Bank and Trust knows that success is built on strong relationships and trust. Since 1933, the bank has been locally owned and focused on serving the needs of our community so that our friends and neighbors can live the life they want. Let National Exchange Bank and Trust be your financial teammate for life, because when it comes to your financial goals, we're here to help you stay ahead of the game. Visit nebat.com to learn more.
Kirky Funeral Chapel and Crematory in Fond du Lac, a proud sponsor of local high school sports. Don and the team at Kirky Funeral Chapel and Crematory invite you to discover who has made Kirky Funeral Chapel and Crematory the ultimate provider of creating healing experiences in the community. To find out more about Kirky Funeral Chapel and Crematories, visit kirkyfuneralchapel.com.
Don Kirky and staff, Kirky Funeral Chapel.
Good luck to all area athletes from the entire staff at Kirky Funeral Chapel.
The Rademan family has been quarrying and producing natural stone products for over 50 years. Is your driveway in need of repair? Here at Rademan's, our crushed stone division provides our customer with stone needed for maintaining your gravel driveway. Our quarry stone division provides landscape stones such as stepping stones and retaining wall stone for your outdoor living areas. We also offer natural thin and full veneer stone for interior applications such as fireplaces or outdoor applications to combine with or replace your siding or brick. Rademan Stone and Landscape Company, where we have the materials to do the best work on earth.
Life is full of milestones, big and small. At Fond du Lac Credit Union, we're proud to be a part of your journey. From landing your first job to moving into your dream home, starting a family, or planning for what's next, we make the money part easy so you can focus on what matters most. Whatever stage you're in, we're right there with you. Fond du Lac Credit Union, here for life and every stage along the way. For more information, visit fdlcu.com or stop in today.
At our store, it's about the people, and it's about the experience you have from the minute you walk through our doors. It's about serving you and listening to what you came in for. It's having real conversations with people in our community, and it's giving back. It's being a one-stop shop for all your electronic, appliance, and home furniture needs. Since 1922, we've been sharing our knowledge and providing pieces that make your life just a little bit better. Silica for your home.
Welcome back here to Howard's Grove High School. Jordan King with you on Radio Plus Video Sports. This is our Holiday Automotive Halftime Show Holiday. It's worth the trip. You know, in that first half, amongst everything going on, I didn't even realize there were only 3 scorers for Howard's Grove. Now, that is not to say that it's a 3-man show. They moved the basketball well. It was pack line defense, everything advertised here for the Howard's Grove Tigers. But only 3 players scored in the first half. 9 for Trace Damrow, 16 for Keaton Milbrath, 18 for Harry Schrader. And they got it corrected up on the scoreboard, by the way. They know they must have tuned into the stream and said, that guy's right, 18 points for Harry Schrader. Add that all up, that comes to 43 from, wow, what a half from those 3 for the Tigers. For Winnebago Lutheran, they've had more scorers, but it's just been a slog offensively. 6 for Sam Ferguson, 6 for Gannon Schwartz, 3 for Evan Gensler, 2 apiece for Ike Lamont, Hudson Henry, and Ty Ferris. And just no answers here in half number 1 for the Vikings. Elsewhere, 13-3, about 13 minutes left in the first half at Lamira. That one's also on Radio Plus. You can log on and find that one there, but keep it here. The Vikings going to make a push here in the second half. We'll see. But Lamira up 13-3 over at the Lions Den. They're taking on Marquezan tonight, the 4th-seeded Marquezan Hornets tonight. So that one's going on. Earlier today, the Lamira Lions girls team, what 3 seed? They punched their ticket to state, taking down a 1 seed in Kohler back on Thursday. Then this afternoon took down 2 or 3. Kenosha St. Joe's was the 2 or 3 seed from the bottom of the bracket. But if you looked at the power rankings, Kenosha St. Joe's was ranked quite a bit ahead of Lamira. So I tell you what a performance by the Lions today, led by Josie Christian, as they have all season long. She's well on her way to 2,000 points. Well, whatever. She's going to end up near the top 10 in state history should she stay healthy for the rest of her career. All right, halftime highlights here brought to you by Holiday Automotive. And unfortunately, if you're a Vikings fan, all the highlights have come from the Howard's Grove side of things. Harry Schrader picked off the opening pass of the game, took it in for 2 points, and since then, he missed 2 shots. One of them was a free throw, one of them was a putback, and he had 18 first-half points. He averages 15, doesn't even average 15 per game to this point in the season. He's already got 18 here at halftime. Keaton Milbrath hit 4 triples. Trace Damrow looked like the star player that he is. And the Vikings, out after halftime, they got to see if they can get some of these shots to fall. Maybe that's why Coach DeNoyer's message was quick. Let's go find a way to find the bottom of the hoop with a couple of these jump shots in half number 2. All right, let's take a timeout, come back with the second half of action. But before we do, message from the WIAA. Nearly 800 of the state's top student athletes will be recognized for excelling academically and athletically through the WIAA's Scholar Athlete Award program. It's sponsored by We Energies Foundation and the WPS Foundation. Applicants will be in the running for 32 state Scholar Athlete Awards and a $1,000 scholarship to be presented at a reception in May. Applicant materials are available exclusively online through the WIAA website. This is a message from Radio Plus Video Sports, Jeff's live streams, and the WIAA, keeping the education in sports. Back after this with the second half.
Keller, building trust since 1960.
Here we go. All we need is an open road and a chance to see a never-ending world that's beautiful. Here we go with the sunlight on our skin. It's a brand new day. It's ours to take and we will let it in. This is where the adventure begins.
Love your home from the inside and out with new windows from Infinity from Marvin. Ultrex fiberglass is 8 times stronger than vinyl and virtually maintenance-free. Find out why more people are choosing fiberglass.
Just about set for the second half of action. Jordan King with you here on Radio Plus at Howard's Grove. Who do you trust with your family's health? For aches and pains, physicals, and sports injuries, Fond du Lac families choose Aurora Healthcare and Dr. Marshall Rutherford. A family medicine specialist, Dr. Rutherford is your go-to for keeping your family healthy. Learn more at aurora.org/doctors. Well, there's the superstar from half number 1. That's Harry Schrader. 18 first half points. Keaton Milbrath made a run for his leading scorer title. With all them threes, he got up to 16 points. Here goes Gannon Schwartz, counted in the foul. So Schwartz finally gets one of those floaters to go on the right side, and he's fouled. He's 4 for 8 from the stripe tonight. And again, you know, Howard's Grove all over WLA, but the Vikings have left 8 points at the free throw line. So, I mean, get yourself pretty much cut this deficit in half, just about. Now, not every team's going to shoot 100%. In fact, very rarely are you going to go shoot 100% from the line at this level, for sure. But the lead for the Tigers, 19 right now on the Quest Interior scoreboard. Here's a 3 for Loomis. That misses. Rebound down with, it should have been Sam Ferguson's. It came down with Damrow, and then Damrow couldn't get it to go on the rebound. And a foul coming on Keaton Milbrath on the loose ball. So a good start for the Vikings. They get 3 points on the offensive end, then get a stop. Both of those things were very rare in the first half. And there goes Gannon Schwartz again, this time on the left side. In fact, they did not have a single possession with 3 points in the first half, the Vikings, unless my notes are incorrect. I'll go back through there and double check. Oh, Evan Gensler did have an and one, so I apologize for that. Here's another steal for Gannon Schwartz. Schwartz into the front court, already has 5 second-half points. He's got 7 second-half points. And a timeout taken by Coach Georgieff. And the Howard's Grove Tigers want to settle things down. Timeout, 30 seconds, back after this.
For nearly 50 years, Pinot Buildings has created the highest quality post-frame buildings. Headquartered in Rosendale, Wisconsin, we proudly serve the Badger State and Illinois. We deliver unparalleled craftsmanship and quality with all the warmth and care you'd expect from a small-town family business. Whether you're planning a large commercial or agricultural project, a barn-dominium, or a smaller personal shop or structure, Pinot Buildings are built for you and designed to last. Connect with us to get started.
Back here on Radio Plus. High School Sports Today on RadioPlusInfo.com is presented by these 5 Fond du Lac area Edward Jones financial advisors: Matt Moses, Matt Helmer, Jeff Wills, Robert Bruce, and Patrick Ellisted. Edward Jones, making sense of investing. Here is Schrader. Far side to Loomis. Loomis dribble drive. Gets it to Damrow. Damrow working on Ty Ferris. Has a height advantage there. But it's tipped away and stolen by Sam Ferguson. Another stop for the Vikings. Ferris down the paint. Scoops it up and it won't go. That would have been a 9-0 run out of the halftime locker room for the Vikings. Instead, it currently sits at 7. Loomis on the far side. Dribble drive, middle of the paint. Kicks it out here to Milbrath. McCoy Milbrath, who didn't play very much in that first half. He had the 2 fouls, and then why would Coach Georgieff put him back out there to risk a third with how the Tigers were playing? No reason to. Here's Schrader, gets to the high post. There is McCoy Milbrath underneath working on Sam Ferguson. Counted in the foul. McCoy Milbrath right into the action here in half number 2. Looked like Ferguson was going straight up and down there, but that's what Coach DeNoyer was saying. But referee said there was some contact on the arm initiated by McCoy Milbrath. The first free throw up and good. 3-point play for McCoy Milbrath, and that really settles things down after the Vikings started the second half with a personal run from Gannon Schwartz that was 7-0. Lead back out to 18 points. Schwartz crosses over, working on Damrow, gets to the middle of the paint, goes up through the contact, no whistle. Coach DeNoyer not happy, as that was the same official that called the foul on the other end, swallowed it this time. Here on the near side is Maxwell Loomis. Loomis goes over a screen. Past Ferguson all the way to the hoop. Contact there, no whistle. Here comes Gannon Schwartz. All the way to the hoop right side, scoops it up and in. Schwartz has 9 second-half points for the Vikings. 16-point game on the Quest Interiors scoreboard. Near side, Loomis uses a McCoy Milbrath screen. Here's Keaton Milbrath. Bounces down to Damrow. Dribble drive. Kicks it to the corner. Good ball movement. Ends up with a Schrader three. Left wing comes up short. Here's Isaac Lamont out in transition. Lamont, Euro step to the hoop. Missed it. On the left side, a little fadeaway. Couldn't get it to go. Far side, here is Keaton Milbrath. What a move by Milbrath. Gets his own rebound and scores. Oh, man, a jab step, Euro step. And I couldn't tell who that was, if that was Schwartz or Henry at the basket. They had no chance. What a move. And he had all the time in the world to grab his own rebound on the miss. Here goes Schwartz again. Up through Damrow, can't get it to go. Rebound poked away, and Damrow got poked in the eye by Schwartz there. Here comes Schrader anyway, all the way to the hoop, counted in the foul. All the momentum WLA had is now gone. Schrader hits the 20-point mark, and a chance at the line to make it 21. That's on Henry. Number 4 for Hudson Henry. Early on here in half number 2, he's going to have to take a seat. Here comes Spencer Lair. So Schrader at the stripe, trying to extend this thing back out to a 21-point lead. 22 points at halftime was the biggest lead it was tonight. Now it's back out to 21 after the Vikings started on a 9-2 run. Here's Schwartz. Crosses over, middle of the paint, kicks it over to Isaac Lamont. Lamont trying to get it back to Schwartz, who has to just heave it back in, taken away by Schrader. Schrader up ahead to Damrow. Damrow left side, lays it in. Trace Damrow into double figures with 11. And Gannon Schwartz will trot into the front court now with the biggest deficit that he and the Vikings have faced. Here goes Schwartz, missed it, gets his own offensive rebound against Loomis. Displaced, and he finishes through the contact. So Schwartz back to the free throw line. Foul goes on Loomis. That's number 3 on the starter, so he'll take a seat as Reed Van Dusky comes back into the game. Schwartz, 1 free throw upcoming. First free throw, second time I've done that, and 1 free throw coming here for Schwartz. He makes it. So he's 2 for 2 in the second half. Schwartz already has a dozen in half number 2, and he's up to 18 on the night. Just like that, he's flirting with catching Harry Schrader, who has 21. He's got the ball right now in the front court for the Tigers. Down underneath to Damrow, and off the mark. Turnover, back to the Vikings. Schwartz trots into the front court. It's been a good half for him, but the Vikings haven't gotten any stops on the other end. Or I shouldn't say that. They've gotten a few, not enough, nearly. Schwartz with another bucket as he continues his stellar second half. 20 points for Gannon Schwartz after having just 6 at halftime. Here's Van Dusky. Gives it to Damrow. Over the screen, Keaton Milbrath probing. Free throw line jumper, a little bit strong. Rebound down with Spencer Lair. And Lair gives it to Gannon Schwartz. Far side, Ty Ferris thought about the triple. He finds Sam Ferguson cutting through the paint. Ferguson to the hole. His first points of the second half. The first non-Gannon Schwartz points of half number 2 come for Sam Ferguson. He's got 8 points tonight. Down the lane, here goes Schrader. Up, missed it strong. Schwartz back the other way. In transition, down the lane, fouled on the block by Van Dusky. Is shoulder pain keeping you up at night? For pain relief, Fond du Lac families trust Aurora Healthcare and Dr. Lauren Potter. There are many causes of shoulder pain. As a shoulder specialist, Dr. Potter has the advanced training to take better care of your injury. Learn more at aurora.org/ortho. Schwartz heaves it into the backcourt to Ty Ferris, and the Vikings will continue on offense. Ferris gets to the mid-post, bounces to Schwartz, backdoor cut. Gannon Schwartz through the contact, finishes again. Gannon Schwartz now the leading scorer on the night for both teams. 22. He's got 16 in half number 2. Here's Keaton Milbrath. And more importantly for the Vikings, the deficit down to 14. And once again, right when the Vikings close it in, here's a foul on the defensive side. And they kind of bailed Damrow out there. He was a little out of control at the rim going for the reverse layup, and Wild hammered him. And that's number 4 on Caleb Wild. So 2 different Vikings with 4 fouls at this point. Damrow good on the chair, or the first of this trip to the line. Second one no good. Rebound was long. Caleb Wild's going to stay out there with the 4. Schwartz into the front court, working on Van Dusky. Here goes Schwartz, right side again, through some contact. Count it, and the foul for Gannon Schwartz. Oh my, this is a special half that's brewing for Gannon Schwartz, and he's trying to just will the Vikings back into it. Van Dusky there. See there on the replay, Schwartz is so quick and initiates that contact so well. Free throw for Schwartz, good. He's much more looked like himself. 30-second timeout for Coach Denoyer. We're going to keep it right here and hear from our sponsors for this portion of the program, Aurora Healthcare. Whether you're playing in a rec league or the majors, sitting out due to injury is no fun. If pain has moved you to the sidelines, Aurora Sports Health can help get you back in the lineup. Start with a free injury evaluation from Aurora Sports Health. You can request one at aurora.org/sports. We appreciate their sponsorship of local high school sports. Nearly 800 of the state's top student athletes will be recognized for excelling academically and athletically through the WIAA's Scholar Athlete Award program. It's sponsored by We Energies Foundation and the WPS Foundation. Applicants will be in the running for the 32 State Scholar Athlete Awards and $1,000 scholarship that'll be presented in a reception in May. Application materials are available exclusively online through the WIAA website. A message from Radio Plus Sports, Jeff's live streams, and the WIAA. Keeping education in sports. Van Dusky gives it to Damrow. Damrow off of a screen. Here is Schrader. Schrader, well, he had the leading scorer mark for almost this entire game until Gannon Schwartz took it away a couple of moments ago. And another stop for the Vikings, who trail by just 12. They were down 22 at half. They've already scored as many points here in the second half as they did in the entirety of the first half. Schwartz to the hoop, blocked by Damrow. What a play by Damrow on the help side, getting there to block the shot at the rim on the left side. Keaton Milbrath trying to steady things for the Tigers with 10:57 to go in this ball game. Damrow looks inside to Milbrath. McCoy Milbrath down to the corner. Van Dusky, 3 on the way. Short. Rebound fought for. Tip to Ty Ferris. That time it was Sam Ferguson who got his hand on it for the Vikings, and they clear the possession. Some of these shots that were falling for the Tigers in half number 1, not going down here in half 2. Pass this time from Ferris is taken away. Swatted away by Schrader. He's got it now back from Milbrath. He's got it underneath. Floater good. Harry Schrader got the deflection of the Ty Ferris pass. And then it was Milbrath who found him in the open court. So the lead back out to 14 for the moment. Here is Sam Ferguson. Spins past Milbrath, and he finishes at the rim. Smooth move by Sam Ferguson. Excellent footwork. He's into double figures with 10. 35 combined between Sam Ferguson and Gannon Schwartz. Rest of the Vikings have just 9. Down underneath, here's Damrow. He finishes at the rack. And that time Wild had to be careful. He would have fouled out had they blown the whistle there. Damrow with 5 second-half points. He's up to 14. Here's Schwartz again. Gannon Schwartz show here in half number 2. Finds Ty Ferris. Floater from the mid-range, no good. Offensive rebound, Caleb Wild. Snaps it out to Spencer Lair, and he traveled. Lair kind of had one of those catches where you take a step and then took another step before he went. Coach DeNoyer doesn't think there was he's arguing a travel beforehand. And he's saying that just because they're fouling Schwartz on every possession doesn't mean you can't call it. That was his point. He thought Schwartz got fouled again. Here is Milbrath, kicks it out to the other Milbrath. Good ball movement, ends up with Damrow, goes past Ferguson, straight down the paint, and he finishes at the rim. So Trace Damrow is, once again, a nice job by these Howards Grove Tigers to just kind of stifle that run that WLA was on. Here's Isaac Lamont. They need Lamont and or Hudson Henry to get going here to supplement what Gannon Schwartz has going on. But they are not leaving those two. 240+% three-point shooters. Here is Hudson Henry. Missed it. Offensive rebound by Sam Ferguson, and he has it swatted away by McCoy Milbrath. Here comes Schrader back the other way. Didn't that look like a Steph Curry dribble just there? I mean, he dribbles down underneath, then dribbles back out. You wouldn't have been, if he'd have turned around and made the three, you wouldn't have batted an eye. Here's Damrow instead. He's now got 9 here in half number 2. He's got 18 on the night. 18 for Keaton Milbrath, 18 for Trace Damrow, 23 for Harry Schrader. They have 60 of the 62 for Howards Grove. Here's the jump shot for Spencer Lair, makes a free throw line jumper, his first 2 points of the ball game. And the lead for Howards Grove is at 16 on the Quest Interiors scoreboard. Here's Loomis. McCoy Milbrath underneath, ends up in the corner with Keaton Milbrath. They're trying to get the ball underneath to Damrow, who's doing a nice job working hard against Sam Ferguson. Schrader wants the 3, buries the 3. Harry Schrader retakes the highest scoring mark with 26 with that left wing 3. Pretty jump shot. Schwartz wants it back. That one off the back iron. Long rebound down to Keaton Milbrath. Harry Schrader now has 8 points in the second half, 26 on the night. Just a tremendous performance here for the Tigers. And just like that, the Vikings had the lead down to 19. And now it's back out to, had it down to a dozen. Now it's back out to 19, Here's an offensive rebound. McCoy Milbrath counted in the foul. Milbrath got Isaac Lamont in the air, stepped underneath him, created the contact, and finished through it. And McCoy Milbrath looking for his second and 1 3-point play of this second half after sitting much of the first half with foul trouble. Free throw up, good for McCoy Milbrath, who has had to stay patient tonight. He averages about 10 points per game. Now he's got 6 here tonight. Hudson Henry trying to use a Schwartz screen. Dangerous pass. Gannon Schwartz collects on the left wing. Down to the left corner. Isaac Lamont, quick trigger. He hits his first 3 of the night. Lamont has 5. 43% three-point shooter. Has just not gotten many good looks with the length of Howards Grove. Underneath, a foul on the Vikings. Going on Ty Ferris, trying to contend with Trace Damrow. This final portion of the game presented by Fogel Family Dentistry. Dr. Dylan Fogel is the new owner of Doyle Kelly Dental on Fond du Lac Avenue in Fond du Lac. Schrader wants another 3. He's got another 3. And he turned right to Keaton Milbrath and let out a big roar. He's got 29 points tonight. Here comes Gannon Schwartz back the other way, fouled. He's going to go to the line. I think it's on Keaton Milbrath, who reached in and then put his hands straight up. And Schwartz back to the stripe, where he's been there 3 times here in half number 2. They've all come on and ones. So the first 2-shot trip for Gannon Schwartz, and he stays perfect in the second half. He was kind of the microcosm of the Vikings shooting woes at the line in the first half. He was 4 for 8. And he's normally an 89% free throw shooter. Second free throw for Schwartz is good as well. And a foul in the backcourt by Isaac Lamont, trying to pick the pocket of Maxwell Loomis. 6th team foul on the Vikings, 3rd on Lamont. And the Vikings going to continue to press down 20 here late stages of the game. Loomis triggers it over to Schrader. Schrader wisely pulls it up. They're going to chew up some clock here with 6 and change left to go in the game. McCoy, Milbrath underneath to Damrow. Damrow through the contact, count it, and the foul. Damrow has 11 second half points. He's over the 20-point threshold here tonight. Damrow is crafty. I mean, he kind of throws his head around when he gets into the paint and absorbs any contact. And he's found a way to massage a few whistles tonight. And that's what good players, Gannon Schwartz does the same thing for the Vikings. I mean, that's what good players do. They find a way. And he makes the and one. So the lead just like that, 23 points on the Quest Interiors scoreboard, 21 points for Damrow. Now here's a 3 for Hudson Henry. As open as he's been all night, and he knocks it down. Fact of the matter is the Tigers just have not given up those looks to the Vikings. The length has bothered Isaac Lamont, Gannon Schwartz, Hudson Henry. They just haven't gotten the looks. Here's Schrader. Spins, now hands off to Loomis. 5:40 to play tonight. Winner of this game will play at a neutral site on Thursday. And a foul there on Caleb Wild. He was straight up and down. You are allowed to jump. And that's going to foul Caleb Wild out of the game. Coach Mason Denoyer very frustrated with the inconsistencies that the referees have shown tonight. And the referee just went over there and said he jumped. Well, that's an incorrect interpretation of the rule book. If that's indeed his explanation, it's an incorrect one. Not that I'm not. The referees have not made a difference tonight. I'll tell you 3 guys that have made a difference: Keaton Milbrath, Trace Damrow, Harry Schrader. Those guys have made the difference. Here is Damrow. Can't get that one to go. Here's Coach Denoyer. He's just imploring the referee, and in that scenario, he's correct. And by the way, these referees have done an excellent job tonight. And I said it last night in the contest. Damrow makes the second. I said last night in the contest against Kohler. These 2 teams are incredibly difficult to officiate. They dribble drive to the hole. They create a lot of contact. They're going to they're going to bounce underneath. Here's another and one for Gannon Schwartz. And there's a great example of it. They're going to create contact on the drives. And it's just a very difficult assignment. And these guys have done a nice job to kind of keep the lid on this thing here tonight. That was number 3 on Loomis, who has had the tough task to try to guard Gannon Schwartz as he has gone on this offensive tirade in half number 2. Schwartz makes this of 26 points in the second half. 24 in the second half here tonight after having 28 last night. Keaton Milbrath over to McCoy Milbrath. And McCoy has 8 points here tonight, and the lead back out to 20. And the injury, bloody nose, or bloody something there for Hudson Henry, so he'll have to take a medical break. Isaac Lamont comes onto the floor for the Vikings. And they're just checking around to make sure that there is no blood on the floor as well. Thanks to Serauer Family Dental for being part of our high school sports coverage this season. Dr. Todd Serauer is proud to announce the addition of his son, Dr. Brady Serauer, to their new office on South Main Street. Come visit them and see how the Serauer family is making you smile generation after generation. Visit SerauerDental.com. That's SARAUER Dental.com today. 5:17 to go tonight. And I wasn't sure how long this was going to take. I was going to keep it right here. I don't want to miss any of the action. So as long as we are keeping it here, let's hear from the WIAA one more time. Nearly 800 of the state's top student athletes will be recognized for excelling academically and athletically through the WIAA's Scholar Athlete Award Program, sponsored by We Energies Foundation and the WPS Foundation. Applicants will be in the running for the 32 State Scholar Athlete Awards and a $1,000 scholarship to be presented at a reception in May. Application materials are available exclusively online through the WIAA website. This is a message from Radio Plus Video Sports, Jeff's live streams, and the WIAA, keeping education in sports. Well, they're wiping up. They're drying what they wiped. So I think we're on the home stretch of getting the blood cleaned up here and being ready for play to begin again with 5:17 to go on the Quest Interiors scoreboard. Jordan King with you in the Radio Plus broadcast booth. Josh Guy punching the buttons. Kyle and Amos are on the cameras for us tonight. We're ready to play. Let's get back to it. 20-point lead for Howard's Grove. They average 70 per game. They left 70 behind several minutes ago. Here goes Gannon Schwartz again. Finishes again. He's got 32. Schwartz is going to end his career on some sort of high here. 30 points last night. He's got 32 tonight. And regardless of what the scoreboard says at the end of this thing, he has acquitted himself mighty well in these postseason games here his senior year. Schwartz going to double Damrow now. A skip pass over to Van Dusky, who gets it out to Schrader. Here's Damrow, nearly chased down by Schwartz. Now Schwartz has the pass picked off, and he goes once again. Here's Ty Ferris. Back to Spencer Lair. Lair skips a pass to Ike Lamont. He wants a triple. He's got a triple. Isaac Lamont cuts the lead down to 15. The Vikings need a lot more in the final 4 minutes, but don't write them off just yet. Here is Keaton Milbrath once again to McCoy Milbrath, and he's fouled by Isaac Lamont. So McCoy Milbrath will take his third trip to the line here in half number 2. First free throw for Milbrath is good. Isaac Lamont earned that one. He chased him down, raked down the arm, and that was number 4 on him. Second free throw for McCoy Milbrath, no good. Tipped her out by Schrader. Saved by Damrow, and the Tigers continue. Spencer Lair was into the bench over there, and now Damrow is hobbling a little bit as well. 30-second timeout. Let's take it with him. Back in 30 on Radio Plus.
At Musa Sheet Metal, they spend generations building a better everyday life. They don't just build panels, they build a legacy. They're growing, innovating, and pushing the limits again with their brand new 24-gauge stocked steel line. Musa colors created by the Musa team, 25 bold choices ready to go. Delivering the best solutions in architectural sheet metal. Say hi to the Musa apprentices. They're your neighbors, your classmates, and the future of the industry. Musa Sheet Metal, revolutionizing steel, building the future.
Back here on Radio Plus Video Sports. Damrow's going to stay out there. That's good to see. A little moisture over there that they were getting cleaned up, right where that team huddle, where the Tigers huddle there for their timeout huddle. So good that they got that cleaned up, and good that Damrow's still out there as well. Here is McCoy Milbrath, and he'll get fouled by Gannon Schwartz. Go to the line. That's team foul number 10, so 2 free throws right away for McCoy Milbrath, who is 3 for 4 from the stripe tonight. Just the second foul on Gannon Schwartz. These will be free throws 41 and 42. So if you like watching free throws, you came to the right place. McCoy Milbrath makes the first. Not sure if there's a single basketball purist that loves watching free throws, but the discrepancy tonight has been in Howard's Grove's ability to make them and WLA's inability to do so in the first half when they had opportunities to stay in the ball game from the line, and they just couldn't make them. Here's Gannon Schwartz down the paint. Floater up, floater good. Schwartz, are you kidding me? Back-to-back 28-point halves in one of the halves in back-to-back games, I should say. Here is Keaton Milbrath. Straight to the hoop. Knifes between a couple of Vikings. And he's up to 20 points. There are 3 20-plus point scorers for the Howards Grove Tigers tonight. Schwartz, 3. Stepped into it, missed it. Offensive rebound, Spencer Lair. Kicks it back out to Schwartz. Saved on the steal by Schrader. Schwartz with another look from 3 from the corner. Missed it. Offensive rebound tipped in by Ty Ferris. Ferris has 4 points tonight for the Vikings. In the backcourt, Keaton Milbrath. Picked off by Gannon Schwartz. Snaps the pass over to Ferris, who gets it to go on the far side. Vikings back within 13. 3 minutes to go. There's still enough time for the Vikings, but they got to get some stops. Here is Schrader underneath. Blocked by Sam Ferguson, but he had the underneath arm. And the referee said on the floor. Well, that doesn't quite matter at this point in time. And you'll be the judge here. Ferguson had the arm on the body of Harry Schrader. So it sends the leading scorer to the line for the Tigers. First free throw for Schrader. Misses short. So Schrader now 4 for 6 from the line, One free throw away from a 30-point outing tonight. Had 18 in the first half and make it a dozen in the second. 30 points for Harry Schrader, 34 for Gannon Schwartz for the Vikings, 22 for Trace Damrow, 20 for Keaton Milbrath. Those are the top scorers tonight, and man, have they been top. Here's Gannon Schwartz. Offensive rebound kicked out to him. Buries another 3. Gannon Schwartz has the Vikings back within 11. Don't go anywhere. 2.5 minutes to play. Foul taken by Ferris, working on Keaton Milbrath. And Coach Denoyer shaking his head at Ty Ferris there, saying that's not who we want to foul. We'll pull up some free throw percentages here. Keaton Milbrath, 70% free throw shooter. And really anything at the high school level. Now, he was 0 for 3, but well, that just means he's due, I guess. If you're a 70% free throw shooter, I wouldn't foul him again. You're just asking for a positive regression to the mean. And that's what happened. 2 free throws good for Keaton Milbrath. Lead back to 13 for Howards Grove. Gannon Schwartz, 37 tonight. Hands off to Ty Ferris. Here's Spencer Lair. Schwartz gets free against Loomis. Deep 3 from the right wing, missed it short. Rebound down with Schrader. Schrader in the backcourt gets trapped there by a couple of Vikings players. Loomis helps him out. Goes past Spencer Lair. Goes past Lamont into the front court. Taken away by Sam Ferguson. Here comes Gannon Schwartz. Lamont up ahead. Isaac Lamont on the bounce from Schwartz. Lamont's got 10. Schrader surveys. Gets the ball to Damrow. Back to Schrader. 11-point game with $1:54 to go. Damrow nearly crossed half court. And a timeout taken there by Coach Georgette. Full timeout. We'll take it with him on Radio Plus.
A personal experience with a custom feel. Each home Smith Builders builds is unique. Their design and selections perfectly crafted for you. To learn more, visit smithbuildersinc.com or stop by 227 Morris Court. Smith Builders of Fond du Lac. Traditional values, exceptional services. A proud sponsor of local high school sports.
Anders Auto Parts, your locally owned bumper-to-bumper auto parts store serving the Fond du Lac area since 1956. Experienced and knowledgeable staff ready to serve you. Anders Auto Parts features PPG and Shopline auto paint along with PPG Versalon commercial paint. Quality name brand auto parts. Anders Auto Parts, your bumper-to-bumper auto parts store at 16 West Sibley Street, just off North Main Street, behind American Family Insurance.
Back here on Radio Plus Video Sports, Coach Georgette there took a full timeout. He was worried about the 10-second violation. He kind of pointed out to Trace Damrow right away. He's like, get across the timeline there. This time, Damrow wastes no time getting across half court. Here's Schrader. Far side gets it to Keaton Milbrath. Cut off by Sam Ferguson. And there's a foul at the high post on Ty Ferris, who fouls Damrow. And Damrow tonight has missed just 3 free throws. He's 8 for 11. On the season, he's a 63% free throw shooter. So the Vikings are saying, man, we have gotten the best from Trace Damrow tonight from the free throw line. He is statistically not been this good from the line this season. Hudson Henry back out there for the Vikings. Spencer Lair takes a seat. Free throw up and good. Wow, Damrow, 10 for 13 from the line. Big time, and they've needed it. Here goes Gannon Schwartz, middle of the paint, floater up, rattles around, good. So Schwartz nearing the 40-point mark. He's got 39 points, 33 in the second half. We'll see if the Vikings want to chase the scoring record. Told you about that last night. See if the Vikings want to give Gannon Schwartz a shot at that. If so, they're going to have to start fouling here with 1 minute and 12 seconds left. They need as many opportunities for Gannon Schwartz as they can possibly get. They want to get Loomis, and now Ferguson does finally give that foul. Told you about the scoring record was for the Vikings, 45 by Sam Lair against North Fond du Lac a couple of seasons ago. Schwartz is 6 points away from that. Second half action between Lemira and Marquezan, by the way. The Lions, the 1 seed, 50-36. There were some people that thought maybe Marquezan would be the toughest team Lemira plays all the way to state. Free throw missed by Maxwell Lumens. He's now 0 for 3 tonight. Lumens is a 59% free throw shooter. So the Vikings got the man that they wanted, and he goes 0 for 2. So the Vikings stay in it. They're down by 11. Here's Gannon Schwartz. Gets it back. Shot fake, middle of the paint, floater up, missed it short, got his own rebound, missed it again. It was blocked by McCoy Milbrath. What a play. Rising up, swatting it back. And Schwartz has to give the foul on Maxwell Loomis. And so Loomis back to the stripe where he is 0 for 4 tonight. Feel like the Vikings had to score on that previous possession there. Free throw missed by Loomis. So the door being just cracked open, left cracked by the Howards Grove Tigers. Loomis makes his first free throw in 6 attempts, and now Coach George Jeff is going to get Reed Van Dusky back out there. He's only a 57% free throw shooter, so statistically actually a few points less than Loomis. And there's a foul on the drive. 2 shots coming for Gannon Schwartz. Team foul number 8. I think it's going to go on number 30, Harry Schrader. Yes, it will. So Schwartz back to the line. He'll hit the 40-point mark if he makes the first. And Schwartz wants a towel so that they can mop up underneath, make sure the playing surface stays nice and dry. Coming up after the game, by the way, stick around. Fox Valley Savings Bank post-game show. Player of the game, play of the game, plenty more during our post-game show. Gannon Schwartz, free throw good. Schwartz would already have broken the record had he shot at his percentage from the line. He's missed 4 free throws. All of them came in the first half. He's 11 of 15 from the line. Coach DeNoyer there saying, got to get a foul early. Free throw for Schwartz, good. He's got 41. Ball gets into Schrader. They got to force it out of Schrader's hands. Got to try to get it to Van Dusky. Instead it goes to Keaton Milbrath. At some point they just got to foul anyone, do the Vikings. Milbrath None of the Vikings want to give a foul. There was the foul given on a late whistle on McCoy Milbrath. McCoy Milbrath is 4 for 6. On the season, he shoots 46%. So again, the Vikings got one of the players that they wanted to. McCoy Milbrath makes the first. Milbrath, that's his 11th point tonight. Second free throw for McCoy Milbrath. Rattles home. 2 big free throws there. And Spencer Lair will throw it into Gannon Schwartz. Schwartz into the front court. Steps into a 3-ball. On the way, leaves it short. Rebound down with Damrow. Damrow gets it to Schrader. Up ahead to McCoy Milbrath. Back out to Keaton Milbrath. And the 5th foul, personal foul taken by Isaac Lamont. He'll come out of the ball game. And it will send Keaton Milbrath to the free throw line. So 21.7 seconds left. And I think Coach Denoyer was trying to win the game, obviously. It could be a long shot, but they were still within striking distance. But now it's improbable for Gannon Schwartz to break that record. He needs 4 points to tie it, 5 to break Sam Lair's 45-point scoring record in a single game. Schwartz is the leading scorer in the program's history and in WLA basketball history. Past a record I thought would never be broken by Steph Schmitz. Tremendous women's basketball player at WLA. Here goes Schwartz. Missed it at the rim. Rebound down with Damrow. Damrow is going to be fouled there by Parker Mullenbach off the bench for the Vikings. 90 points tonight for Howard's Grove. And it has come from their big 4. Keaton Milbrath, McCoy Milbrath, Trace Damrow, Harry Schrader. Schrader's got 30. Damrow's got 24. Keaton Milbrath with 23. McCoy Milbrath with a dozen. Damrow misses that one. And Spencer Lair and Gannon Schwartz going to be subbed out of the ballgame for the Vikings. And the starters coming out for Howard's Grove as well. So both fan sections able to give a round of applause to their teams. And I think there's some Howard's Grove fans applauding the effort from Gannon Schwartz tonight as well. He had 35 points in the second half, 41 for the senior. Damrow will not get his own ovation. Needed to make that one. Here's Cooper Schwalbe. Schwalbe out to Owen Elke. Elke hands off to Ty Ferris. Ferris around the paint, and he scores. At the horn does Ty Ferris. He's got 8 points. That's going to do it here tonight. 90-79 the final in this regional championship game. The number 1 seeded Howard's Grove Tigers, as advertised on the offensive side of the floor, they scored 90. But how about the fight from the Vikings in half number 2? In the second half, WLA scored 58 points to get back into this thing. Just 21 at halftime, and they fought their way right back into this ball game. But the Vikings see their season come to an end, and the careers of Caleb Wild, Spencer Lair, Gannon Schwartz, Evan Gensler, and Sam Ferguson all come to an end as well. Take a timeout. Come back with our Fox Valley Savings Bank post-game show here on Radio Plus.
Are you or a loved one living with the discomfort and hopelessness of peripheral neuropathy? The tingling, the numbness, the life-altering pain? Are you tired of taking medications that only mask the symptoms or don't work at all? You don't have to live like that anymore. Introducing New Medical Center, your beacon of hope in the fight against peripheral neuropathy. Our team of dedicated specialists uses the latest advancement in medical technology to help you regain control of your life. Our personalized treatment plans are designed to reduce your pain, improve your balance, and restore your quality of life, all while targeting the cause of your neuropathy. Visit us on the web at newmedicalctr.com.
Hey, Devontae. Let me get a Cantina chicken burrito and a bowl with that seasoned, slow-roasted chicken I like, please.
You have a golf course in your house?
I got a Taco Bell in my house, bro.
Where did it go? Where did it go? Oh, there it is.
Cheaters don't get chicken.
Huh?
Cheaters get no chicken.
I won't give him any.
The March Mania sale at Holiday is your ticket to score more. Get here and stack our low simplified price with money-saving offers on favorites from Chevy, Buick, and GMC. Gear up now, get more for your trade, and experience our award-winning guest care.
Team Holiday shares my values: hard work, integrity, and passion. I'm UFC fighter Dante Lockjaw Johnson, and I drive Holiday.
Find yours and drive it home today from Holiday Automotive, Fond du Lac.
It's worth the trip.
Call us when you need a company you can trust.
You hear it all the time, but what does it mean? This is Danny and Heather at AirTech Heating, and for our company, it means we do right by our customers and provide them quality service for superior home comfort.
It means our prices are competitive and fair. It means that we stand behind our work. It means doing whatever it takes.
To whom you trust, your family's safety and comfort does matter. Call the team at AirTech Heating at 924-6742 when you need a company you can trust.
Here at the Wellness Way Fond du Lac, we disrupt the standard approach to healthcare. We understand that common is not normal, and unlike the restrictive healthcare mentality, we dig deeper to find answers to life-restricting health challenges. While focusing on overcoming interference in the body, we go beyond symptom-based care and address your unique physiology, allowing your mind and body to find its way to better health. You don't need to merely get through every day, but rather take control of your life and, more importantly, your health. The Wellness Way Fond du Lac. Do health differently.
Back here at Howard's Grove, Fox Valley Savings Bank postgame show. Looking for a loan with no hassle? They can help. Local bank, local lenders, your community, your local community bank. Fox Valley Savings Bank. Appreciate their sponsorship of our postgame show. Let's give you the final numbers here tonight in a 90-79 win for the Howard's Grove Tigers, knocking off number 4 Winnebago Lutheran by 11, despite a heroic offensive outburst in the second half by Gannon Schwartz. There's the regional trophy, regional plaque. Champions are the Tigers. Behind 30 points from Harry Schrader, 24 from Trace Damrow, 23 from Keaton Milbrath, 12 from McCoy Milbrath, and 1 from Maxwell Loomis. Had the Howard's Grove Tigers only had their top 3 players score, they would have lost by 2 points. They scored 77. Harry Schrader, Trace Damrow, Keaton Milbrath. Hard to choose a Marian University player of the game. Log on to marianuniversity.edu to get started today. Harry Schrader, I think, is the pick. He was all over the place in the first half, had 18 first half points, was hounding things defensively. Just terrific was Harry Schrader. But selfishly, we are a Fond du Lac organization. We have co-players of the game brought to you by marianuniversity.edu. Gannon Schwartz, 41 points. You kidding me? He had 6 at halftime, boys and girls. 6. Scored 35 in half number 2 and nearly drug his Vikings team back in this thing. But they came up 11 points short. So 41 for Gannon Schwartz, 10 apiece for Isaac Lamont and Sam Ferguson, 8 for Ty Ferris, 5 for Hudson Henry, 3 for Evan Gensler, and 2 for Spencer Lair tonight for Winnebago Lutheran. BCI Burke presents our play of the game. Log on to burkecareers.com, B-U-R-K-E, careers.com for play that moves you. And now there's all sorts of different plays we could talk about. But in the second half, Harry Schrader hit 2 threes in short succession. And really, honestly, you could go back to the first play of the night where Harry Schrader picked off that pass from the Vikings offensively, went down the floor and scored easily at the rim. You could talk about that as being a play of the game. It created so much doubt for WLA. They did not look like themselves offensively in half number 1. But I'm going with the 2 threes in a short period of time for Harry Schrader here in half number 2. WLA got the lead down to 12, and in that stretch, Harry Schrader, amongst a couple of other teammates, pushed the lead all the way back out to 19. WLA came clawing back again, but the closest they could get it then was this 11-point loss, 79 on the Quest Interiors scoreboard. All right, let's take a timeout. Come back, and we're gonna talk to Coach DeNoyer, see if he'll be willing to share a few thoughts with us here post game as well. It's always difficult when you have to end your season, so we'll chat with him and see if he's willing to hop on with us here for the post game show. We'll come back with that, close things out here at Howards Grove High School after this.
Are you ready for some unforgettable family fun? Look no further than the Fond du Lac Dock Spiders. Whether you're a diehard baseball enthusiast or simply looking for a great time, a Fond du Lac Dock Spiders game is the place to be this season. Don't miss your chance to be part of the action, the excitement, and the memories that will last a lifetime. Get your tickets today and get ready for an unforgettable season of baseball and family-friendly entertainment with the Fond du Lac Dock Spiders.
For over 100 years, the name Cole is synonymous with quality fuels, lubricants, and propane. That's because Cole is the area's trusted source for farm, construction, and trucking companies, as they partner with these companies to help them achieve their unique goals. The team at Cole Oil and Propane is dedicated to serving you. They pride themselves on a customer-first approach and work hard to make sure you're satisfied. You can rely on Cole for prompt delivery, competitive prices, and quality service. Learn more at ColeOilAndPropane.com.
Tired of pushy sales tactics? Welcome to Schaefer Auto, where they make buying a vehicle simple, safe, and satisfying. You'll find a sweet selection of pre-owned vehicles for every budget. Each is inspected and backed by a warranty option of your choice. Financing isn't a problem. Get approved online and drive home with confidence. Schaefer Auto has the right ride for you. Visit the lot at 404 Shaler Drive in Waupun and online at schaefer-auto.com. Schaefer Auto, no gimmicks, no pressure, no worries.
FBS Bank is here to help you achieve your dream of home ownership. For a limited time, we're offering home loans with just $595 closing costs plus title. Whether you're buying a new home or wanting to refinance, our experienced team is here to assist you. Visit our website at fbsbank.com or give us a call at 1-800-242-7880. Our friendly and experienced team will help guide you through the journey with FBS Bank. FBS Bank, banking made personal.
Camera Casino, do you copy?
Yep, loud and clear.
I'm reporting a successful mission from our new location. This new technology is out of this world. Canon, Nikon, Sony, the best images yet. Look at all these new tripods and bags. The best selection south of the sun.
Great. When can we expect the shipment?
In about a week, as long as I don't get stranded.
For stellar products and service, visit Camera Casino at our downtown Oshkosh location.
Your dream space starts with quartz countertops from Quest Interiors. Whether it's your kitchen, bathroom, mudroom, or even a closet island, we custom fabricate one-of-a-kind surfaces that elevate every room. And the best part? We install many in as little as 1 week, quickly turning your vision into reality. Visit our showrooms in Oshkosh and Fond du Lac. Quest Interiors, exceptional style, exceptional savings.
Every customer can be a Signature Home customer. I think that's what Signature Homes does really well, is that we can touch not only the customer who's building for the first time, but also the customers that know what they want and want to pull pieces of other property that they've lived in and loved. And you can really trust that we know what we're doing and that we have 30 years of experience in the market doing it with quality craftsmanship and a lot of style and design. And at the end, we get a chance to walk them through and see their smiling faces, and we know that we've achieved our goal.
What did it take from your guys to be able to pull that off in half number two? I mean, just the resilience and the grit to be able to do that.
I think it goes to show a lot with the character of the young guys we have on our team, that they have a never give up mentality.
And it's been like that all season. We've had some ups and downs, but they don't quit. They just put their nose to the grindstone, and they just keep working hard. So fell a little bit short, but, I mean, if we'd have made some free throws and make a couple more layups in the first half, it probably wouldn't be in that big of a hole. But, I'm proud of our guys. They didn't quit, just like you said, so it sucks that the season ended this way, knowing that you didn't have your best showing, but it is what it is, and proud of our seniors for being the leaders that they are.
You closed the book on a pretty special player in this program. I mean, probably the best player in program history. You can point to all sorts of statistics that would back that up. Some players maybe have a stinker in their last game. Gannon Schwartz will be able to look back with some pretty fond memories on this one, I would think, huh?
Yeah, I mean, I know that he wasn't very happy with his first half performance of the team or individually, but, he didn't quit, and he got us back in that game. I told the guys that we had to get it to 12, under 12, and that's what we did, and it just came a little bit short. But, he played hard. I think he's going to be resting up for quite some time.
Yeah, hard football season, a hard basketball season here. How about your other seniors? Just a final note for you to kind of put a bow on that group that I think Caleb coming back this year and what Ferg was able to do over the course of his career. Evan Gensler stepped up this year. At times, Spencer Lair's one of the better perimeter defenders you're going to find. I mean, just guys that all contributed in their own ways this year, Don.
Yeah, you know what? I told them I'm proud to be their coach. I love them to death, and I know that they're going to be successful in whatever paths that they choose after high school because of the work ethic they have. And you know what? They're just all around good kids, good people, good young men that are high character, and their parents are high character, and so they're going to do well with whatever they do or they choose to do. And I'm happy that I got to know them for the last year and the last 2 years. I'm happy for them, but I'm stinks that we had to go out this way, but proud to be their coach.
Appreciate a few minutes, Coach.
Yeah,
thank you. Thanks to Coach Mason DeNoyer for the time here again. Always kind of a tricky one here, and I always appreciate the coaches that are willing to give us a few minutes here after closing the season out. It's a tough time trying to say the right things, and appreciate a couple of minutes with Coach DeNoyer here post-game. AirTech presents our next game broadcast. No matter which type of heating system you have in your home, the knowledgeable technicians at AirTech Heating can perform a timely repair if things go wrong. You can go to radioplusinfo.com for the complete schedule, or you can find us on YouTube and hit the subscribe button and hit the bell icon as well. It'll notify you if we go live. Things to keep an eye on. Lamira's start got pushed back to 7:30, so that game's still in the second half. You can go check that one out, finishing up on Radio Plus Video Sports right now. They're taking on 4th-seeded Marquezan. It was about a 10-point game last time we checked, so you can check that one out. If Lamira wins, we will cover them in the sectional semifinals coming up on Thursday. Also cover Oakfield or CWC. The winner of that game will move on to the sectional semifinals as well. Cover that one here on Radio Plus, and then keep your ear to the ground for what day and what time Lamira girls play at State. They punch their ticket to the Resch Center, and we'll see if we can cover that one on the radio. No streaming, obviously, at the state tournament, but maybe one to keep your ear out for coming up this week on Radio Plus. So that's the next game broadcast presented by AirTech Broadcasting, or AirTech Heating, excuse me. Appreciate the fine folks here at Howard's Grove setting us up well. All of our sponsors up and down the line. Thanks to Josh and the guys up in the booth as well for all their hard work. Jordan King saying so long. WLA finds its path come to an end here tonight, 90-79. But what a heck of a night from Gannon Schwartz. 41 points from Schwartz tonight, including 35 in half number 2. His career comes to a close as the all-time leader in WLA scoring history and in several other categories for that matter as well. Jordan King saying so long from Howard's Grove. Have a great weekend, everybody.
Thanks to our Radio Plus Video Sports sponsors.
Edward Jones, Integrity Saw and Tool, Bauer Chiropractic, Bondi Family Dental,
Sargento Cheese, Len's Truck Center, Right Way Home Improvement, Taco Bell,
Addison Jones Real Estate, Holiday Automotive, Quest Interiors, Wisconsin Lighting Lab,
BCI Burke, Marian University, Fox Valley Savings Bank, Musa Sheet Metal,
Coal, Oil and Propane, Dufresne Moving and Storage, Marco Tax Service, Winnebago Lutheran Academy,
Bob's Pizza, AirTech, Silica for your home, The Wellness Way.
Fond du Lac Credit Union, Roush Insurance, Scotty's Auto Works, St. Mary Springs Academy,
Bristol Morgan Bank, New Medical Center, Verhaeg's Furniture Mart, Hopper's Silk Screen and Embroidery,
Smith Builders, National Exchange Bank and Trust, Brad Tagliapietra, American Family Insurance Agent, the Everson Law Office,
Michaels Corporation, Aurora Healthcare, Vogel Family Dentistry, Anders Auto Parts, Schaefer Auto, Keller Buildings,
Sir Rower Family Dental,